G'day guys, and welcome back to my Memento Mori walkthrough. This is Dark Yeti 1974 and this is map 15, Karmacoma. This map was designed by Florian Helmberger. The music track is entitled Triangle of Fear by Mark Clem. And interestingly enough, the music track title for this map come from a British hip hop band named Massive Attack, and it come from their 1994 album entitled Protection. There are 10 secrets in this map. 2 of them are bugged. You can only access them with the no-clip cheat, and I'll show you them as we progress through. And last but not least, I'd like to apologise to the viewers out there. I made a mistake in map 14 Aqueduct. The Nightmare Speedrun and the Nightmare 100% Secrets don't belong to Casey Elvis anymore, aka Ultimate Mantoid. They belong to Jim Leonard now, and I'd like to thank Repton Geek for pointing that out to me. Now, I've got my information correct now. I was using the wrong tool for accessing the information to that, so I'd like to apologise straight up for that. But Ultimate Mantoid, I should say, Casey Elvis, he still holds the UV respawn for that map 14 only now, so just wanted to clear the air with that, and thank you once again Repton Geek for pointing that out to me. The UV speed run for this map belongs to Owen Stanhall, and that was done in a time of 2 minutes and 55 seconds on the 20th of the 12th, 2002. Okay, so without further ado, let's get into it. Run like hell to this area over here and take cover. There's 4 imps on their way to us, as well as some pesky chain gunners. There's 4 chain gunners out there, and there's 4 imps. So using this wall as a whole point, dispatch the imps and the chain gunners across the way. Then I like to use the single action pump, and we'll work on the revenants out. Okay, once they're gone, just sneak out here. Get rid of the chain gunners. Oh, very lucky there, wasn't I? And they're gone. Behind this wall here, we have quite a few demons to deal with. So use a plasma rifle or something with a bit of knockdown power. Oh god, I pressed every wrong button that I possibly could there. Anyway, I have to say people that this map here has really been getting the better of me. I've had probably, this may be my 15th attempt to try and record this without dying. It's not that it's that particular hard a map, it's just that I've sort of stuck in a bit of a rut. I keep dying at the same section. Now in those 2 windows are 2 imps, so get rid of them, and then make your way out here and shoot the Arachnotron in this cage. And the pump action shotgun's not a bad option in this mod, for that distance anyway. The reason I'm using that is because there's a prolific amount of shotgun ammunition at the start here, and for that matter all through the map. But there's also a lot of cells, and there's also rockets and all sorts of good ammunition stocks in this map, as well as armor power-ups, which is good. So what I'm doing here now is I'm just going to get rid of, there's 6 demons behind that back section of wall, and I'd like to get rid of them first, because inside that area there's 4 cacodemon also. Okay, with them done now, we'll take care of the cacodemons. And the plasma, make short work of them. Okay, this area here. This wall here and that wall there will open up to reveal shitload of lost souls. So just open up that. Give them a good pasting down with the plasma. And then get into cover. Just be careful of being too close to them. In Brutal Doom, their explosions will hurt you as well. The chain gun's an effective tool for dealing with these guys. No, you don't, lost soul. Okay, so yeah, that's an interesting start. Now in there, we've got some much needed armour, and there's also some more shells to pick up. Now you have to strafe run to get these, which I did first attempt. That's always nice. Okay, this area here. Take out your rocket launcher or something with massive firepower. That wall there and that wall there will open up. And inside there is a hell of a lot of big enemies. There's all sorts of... there's hit scan enemies and imps. Oh god, I got hung up in that effing texture there. God, that's annoying. Anyway. We're still alive, thank God. So just get rid of those guys the best you can. We'll come back around to polish off the others. Just going to make a quick pit stop into here to pick up some ammo. Just grab one of those boxes for now. And we'll come in here. Over here is our first secret. Gives us a berserk pack, which is very handy. Now, inside here, we have a pesky archvile to deal with. So let's see if I can get rid of him. And he's gone. Okay. Pick up the bullets, and we'll make our way out of this room. Okay, so we come over to this area here with the soul sphere on that dice. Now there's a little bit of strategy I like to employ here. Open up this door here. Get rid of that chain gunner. And that one. Then we'll come around the back. Get rid of that one. Get rid of him. Keep making your way along. Look to your right for another chain gunner. And there's also one up on that ledge there. I just find that's a good strategy to get rid of them. As you'll see later on in this game, it's those guys, when we come into a teleporter, they can actually start firing you. Because we'll end up on top of these two structures here. And I like to get them over and done with for that. Alright, come out here to the right and follow this along to this area. We have an unsuspecting arachnotron. And he's gone. And we have a bit of an ammunition dump there as well. Follow it along where we killed the arachnotron, and we'll come to this area here with another candle. Open it up, proceed up the stairs, follow around to your left, activate that switch. Now we can go left or right. We'll take the right teleporter. It takes us up here, and that switch raises that section there. Now we fall down. You can see that one's a bit longer than that section there. That's for use for running into this area here, which is another secret, and picking up that soul sphere. We'll take this door again. We'll go right, but instead of going down to the teleporter this time, we'll go left to this door. It takes us into this room. Now look over here. We've got those switches and the health power-ups. Fall down into the nuke slime and make your way over here. Activate the switch on the left first. Now, when I activate this switch here, all hell's going to open up behind me. All hell's going to break loose behind me. So, have your rocket launcher ready. Try not to get hung up on the textures like I just did. And deal with those guys. Now, activate these two switches here. And run like hell back to this platform. Take care of those guys over there as best you can. You should buy a lottery ticket in. You just got missed by about 6,000 rounds there. Okay, you can get onto the sledge here. You don't have to. It's not a requirement of passing this level. And you can pick up the ammunition left behind. Activate this face here and ride this lift up. And in here you have a view of the blue key and a demon that's guarding it. God. And that demon should buy a lottery ticket as well. Okay. You can pick up some health here if you so required. Now I like to make my way back along this ledge. And come into this side, and you can collect some more ammunition for the spent rounds on the chain gun. Alright. With that done now, this switch here just activates this section of floor and will lower back down and it'll come back up again automatically. You can take the teleporter on the left or right, it doesn't matter. All roads lead to Rome. Now just get to the side here immediately and pick off these spectres as they're making their way down the stairs towards you. Now take out the plasma. Sometimes some more spectres will come for you. There's 2 barons up there and 2 cacodemons. And they're gone. Now sometimes some spectres will stay down here. So it's always nice just to come down here and have a look. If you took that teleporter down there, it'll only take you back to where we started. So we'll take this teleporter now, which takes us to the blue key. And you can see my strategy for getting rid of that demon, because he's not on that confined area with him. Let's get out of here now. And we'll go back down here and jump into this teleporter, which takes us back to this familiar room. Alright, with that done now, we'll go left. Now I'm going to leave that soul sphere. I'm going to come back for that later on, good people. Oh, and before I forget to mention it, behind these bars here, which you can activate by just pressing on it, you come into this room here, where there's a red, a yellow, and a blue door. Now behind all of those doors respectively is a switch. Once all keys are collected and the doors are activated along with the switches, this disappears and there'll be another teleporter in there. This room is the normal exit, which we won't be taking today. There's no monsters or anything behind there, so you don't have to bother coming back to this area. It's just for your point of interest. Okay, now this is where it comes in handy to get rid of those chain gunners. Behind this wall here are 3 cacos. Just be careful, one likes to double back on you. And he's gone. And behind this switch structure here we have an annoying pain elemental. So just get rid of him and his filthy lost soul progeny. Now all of these switches here, all they do is activate these pillars respectively, which takes us up onto those ledges where the chain gunners were. Now I like to use this one here, lowers that, immediately get ready to fire over here. There's 4 zombie men to deal with, who are no match for the mighty chain gun. And I just like to collect the ammunition from the chain gunners while I'm still here, because you can't have enough of that, as we all know. You're a clown. The wrong one. Take 2, Mr. Dark Yeti 1974. Yes, this map, my friends, this map has given me significant amounts of trouble. I have died more times than I care to remember trying to do a complete walkthrough of this without failing. I was actually considering changing my channel to Dark Yeti 1974 Let's Fail Doom. I was getting that frustrated with this level, so I keep dying at inopportune times. So okay, so once you've made it through that teleport, you come into this room. There's 4 ledges here that lower down into different rooms respectively. So with your back to the door, I like to take this room over here first. You fall down into this area. Now behind this area here is a significant amount of hit scan enemies. So my strategy is I like to lower this lift first, wait a few seconds, open up the door, fire, back onto the lift and get out of there. So let's see if I can fail at that. And that's what you want to do. You want to get out of there because all hell is breaking loose down there now. And if you're trapped in that area with your back against that wall and you've missed that lift, you can get hurt significantly. Oh, and that's how you want to take it, good people. As you can see, there's quite a few hit scan enemies in there, as well as some imps, and those guys will really hurt you bad. So try that tactic if you so wish. Now, with that area done, come over to this other diagonal side, and we'll fall in here. This is a maze of sorts, but it's not that difficult. It's just there's some tight, close quarter fighting in here. And just be careful, as I might have mentioned before in Brutal Doom, the actual walls will do just as much damage as your enemies. Now look here. See this misaligned texture? It's another secret, which gives us another Berserk pack. Just keep following it around. Back to the familiar starting area. No, you don't, Mr. Spectre. Okay. Now just check your map, good people, and ensure that all the lines have been filled up correctly. You don't want to miss any kills if you're after 100%. We'll fall down in this area now. Same deal. It's just a maze of sorts. Oh! Take that, Mr. Chain Gunner. Okay, so just keep following it around. Activate that switch. I'll show you what that does very shortly. Okay. That seems to be all taken care of. Activate the switch now. And we'll come over to this last section. You will not escape, Mr. Shotgunner. Okay. To me, that's looking like it's cleared. Let's exit this area. Now that switch before has activated that little pedestal there, which allows you to get on top of this teleporter. And it takes us down to where we had a view of where we killed the 4 zombie men before. Alright. Now, behind this texture here, there's 2 sectors in this area which count towards secrets. And if you go slow enough, you can actually hear them both trigger. Alright, come into this room now. There's 4 imps down here, and a chain gunner, as well as a couple of 3 Knights of Hell. So I just like to stay up here because they sometimes actively seek you. Once they've been bested, make your way up the stairs and pick up the yellow key, and let's get out of this area. And we'll go into the Baphomet. Takes us into this crushing type area. Now be careful here. I'm ashamed to say it, but I've actually died in here. trying to explore what's going on through there. And once you get into them, they will just, you can't get out and they kill you. Sometimes in the Doom Crushers you can get out, but these ones you seem not been able to do that. So, alright, let's open up this door, come out here. Now for your point of interest, if you were to ride this ledge up, you can speed run onto that ledge there. Well, it's not speed run, you can strafe run onto that ledge there. And if you follow that ledge around, it will take you to this yellow door, which would circumvent the need to get into this room here. But because we want 100% kills, we're going to go into that room. Now this area here is the secret that is not taggable, and so is this one. You can do that with the no-clip cheat if you so require it. Where'd you go, Mr. In? So just make your way in here. Deal with these monsters. And around here we have a Knight of Hell. And he's gone. Around this side we have an unsuspecting Revenant. And a point blank shot with the super shotgun always nails them. You can make your way up here now. And there's some more rockets. And another 200% armor bonus. Okay. Now by activating that switch, this ledge has appeared here. And we can follow that around to get access to the yellow door. I like to use the chainsaw here. Just keep following this walkway around to the right. There's a few spectres and demons to take care of. Just keep following it to the right and take care of these guys. Keep following it to the right. And we come to this area with two Hell Knights and a Baron. And they're gone. Come out here now, collect the goodies if you so need them, activate the switch, and just go back the way we come. Now out here's a view of where we killed one of the chain gunners before, earlier on in the map. Along with another view of another chain gunner position. Alright, okay, now that there is the secret teleporter to the secret level. Megasphere, obviously. Behind these two doors here, which we can't open, is a veritable swarm of monsters of all types. And amongst that unwholesome horde is a cyber demon. Come into this room here. Look at all the health we've got. We have an invulnerability sphere, a lot of armor, and a prolific amount of shotgun ammunition and all types of ammunition for that matter. Alright, so how do we get that? Well, when we defeat the next room, there's a red key in there which will activate another walkway there, which we can strafe run and fall onto that to egress this map, to leave it. But we have to do that first. So, alright people, if I don't talk much, please forgive me. This is the area where I've died more times than I care to remember, and this map has got a bit of a hoodoo over me at this point, so let's just do this, shall we? Activate that switch. No, you don't, Mr. Cacodemon. Just be careful of them. Sometimes they like to double back on you. And just be awfully careful of that cyber demon, obviously, and for that matter, everything else. Wow, look at that! I got hit by a Cacodemon. And the cyber demon's gone, which is good. That takes a big relief off Dark Eddie 1974. But still, we won't take that for granted. We'll open up this door, see if any monsters want to come out of there. Be careful, sometimes some monsters like to hang around out here. And look at them. There is just a veritable sea of carnage here. The infighting helps us tremendously, as we all know. There's another big good armor power up. And the red key. Now, with that done, I'm going to do a little bit of backtracking, my good friends. Lower that down. Come back through here. We can sneak under this area here. The reason I'm coming back here now is I want to pick up that soul sphere. Just so I can go into the next map feeling nice and refreshed. So all the way back down here again. Take the teleporter on the left. Pick up our secret. And I know I left some rockets in here, which is always nice. You can't have enough rockets. So like I said, people, I don't know how many times I've died trying to play this map. It is an awful bloody relief to get that part over and done with, but we haven't quite finished yet. We still have the rocket jump to do. And for that part of the map, I am going to save it because I don't want to have to die for the sake of doing the rocket jump. So, excuse me for 2 seconds. It's just because it's wearing me down, people. I know that it's not cheating, but I don't want to have to start again for the simple fact of at the end of the map when you've killed everything and you're going to fail on that. Alright, so to access this invulnerability sphere, you have to press on this side here. Just to show you once again what we're going to do. Now that we've picked up that red key, we've got this ledge here. Sorry if I'm taking too much time to explain it. But what I like to do is, line yourself up with that edge so you don't fall into the teleporter straight away, and you can still access the megasphere. So that's the strategy behind that. If that makes sense. missed it. I got it. So I didn't have to use that save anyway, and I'm relieved I didn't have to do that because I don't like doing that in games, but like I said, my friends, it's taken me the longest time to get through this map. Now another thing I want to explain to you, I can only get 98% of the kills in this map, and I don't know why that is. I have played this map through on the standard version of Doom with Memento Mori, and I can pick up 100% kills, and I haven't done anything different to what I've done in the standard version. I don't know if it's my source port. I don't understand it because I've been all through this level before, finishing it on Brutal Doom, and there is no monsters left, even using the no clip cheat and such. So if you know what that is, please let me know. I would dearly like to know, because as far as I'm concerned, I've got all the monsters and I've done nothing different to any other, the standard version of Doom I'm playing. So I'm just wondering if that's a problem with my source port. I don't know.